JB Cycles here with an update on July the 2nd. So I will be away on holiday for most of July, so possibly no more updates in July, or maybe one perhaps, we'll see. So in this chart with my 4-week cycle, well, let's zoom in a little bit here. We had a possible very bearish left translated 4-week cycle, more like possibly two of these cycles merging into one and making a low around here, around July the 10th. And I was looking for a pop-up, a small one this previous week, with a high around the end of the week, and I was expecting it to be a lower shoulder similar to back here, but indeed we squeezed up to a higher high and cancelled out the daily day sell signal that we had. So there's not very much time left in this bearish phase, only 1 week. So this does not look very bearish, and this sell signal may morph into something. Let's have a look. Daily data. So we have this ABC move going up into February, and the length of this one is similar to this one, and we are in a rising trend channel reaching the top. And looking at my wavelets, this price action, it favors, this could be a more sideways consolidation. We should not rally up to directly have continuation to the upside. We should have more weakness here, but it could be just sideways, or we could have a breakdown. But this late out compared to the wavelets, this favors a more sideways action. So I have about a 2-week period that still favors weakness. There's another possibility. There's still possible for a bearish scenario, but the odds are lower. But that could imply a 4-week weakness from here, starting soon. And that could be a more bearish move, of course, but the highest odds for another about 2 weeks of weakness and possibly just sideways consolidation. We see this red rectangle. We broke the resistance at the August high from last year, and now we are consolidating above this level, and we could continue to consolidate above this level for another 2 weeks, and then the wavelets will be turning up again. We are no longer overbought, and we are ready for a continuation move to the upside. But still possible for a 4-week, I call a 4-week down leg for a correction. A pullback is 1 or 2 weeks in my vocabulary, and a 4-week down move is a correction. So it's still possible, but not very likely. And looking at the hourly data, yeah, we do have a sell setup in the hourly data, and as I said last week, it was possible. We could see a squeeze up making a double top. This is the Dow Jones Industrial hourly data. So here I have the 2-week oscillation, and it suggests 1 week of weakness from here, starting rather soon. But a double top, it may be just a sideways consolidation, but if we do break below the previous low, it may be a double top, and when we have a breakdown with a target, a double top target. So a potential halfways through a sideways consolidation or a bearish double top. Both are possible. So in the bigger picture, my 7-year cycle in red, you know, that one is turning up around this summer or late summer, early fall. But I said at this part, this was the crash phase of the cycle. That could be the market low, or we could have a market low around March. That's where we had the banking crisis, but it was a higher low. And if this bear market still is working, we could have a final low around this coming fall. But as we see, we are no longer in the bear market. So it's a new bull market. We have broken above the 40-week offset, meaning that we have a rising 200-day moving average. So nothing here suggests we are in a bear market. It's a new bull market, and the next 3.5-year cycle top is late next year, around New Year, well, around Christmas 2024. So we could have another 18 months of bull market here. So I show the comparison with two bull markets from 66 and 1970, and I do not have much reason to compare with these, but I just have a feeling they may be relevant, suggesting this bull market could be a large A, B, C bull market. We are currently in the A move up, and it should end around the previous all-time high. Then we have a prolonged sideways down move, making a kind of a big cup with a handle, and then we have the breakout with the top late 2024. So at the moment, that's my main scenario, and as the market realizes it's a new bull market, it should search for a test of the previous all-time high and not worry too much about any downside. Any sell setup will not materialize and just consolidate before the next move up, but at the previous all-time high we should find resistance and have perhaps 6 months of sideways consolidation. So we could end, that would be just in 1 week, 10th of July the 10th. That looks a bit too early. So I think maybe we could have some topping formation into mid-July and perhaps a low mid-August. You know, we at this point we didn't have any trend lines to break here. It was too bullish, too much momentum. But now we are beginning to now we are getting this trend line, and we could break that one and later this next line, but it all may end up as just a sideways consolidation, but still possible. We have a correction starting here in July and making a low around mid-August. So we don't know if this is it is a new bull market, and we should not worry too much about these sell signals in the daily data. We should not worry too much about these pullbacks and corrections. They will likely just end up as sideways consolidations before the next move up. So we are not in a condition where we should expect any breakout to the upside. Still some weeks with consolidation, danger for some kind of a pullback correction, and then in 2 or 4 weeks time we should be ready for the next leg up. So have a nice summer and see ya.